Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lab. Are we sad that the Halloween event is over? I know I am. That transfer bonus, all the costume Pokemon, the increased shiny rates, there was so much going on in the game, and it's one of the events during the year that I'm actually sad to see go. Most events I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm moving on to the next thing, but this one I could have used a few more days. It was a 2-week event, it was in 2 parts. But the good news is the one thing that is more exciting than the Halloween event in Pokemon Go are the live in-person events. Wild Area is coming back to Pokemon Go this year, and we are very excited for it. So let's go ahead and talk about the whole month of November and where Wild Area sits in it and how it's going to be way more exciting than the Halloween event. Sad it's over, but very excited for the future. Let's get into it. First, starting out with max battles for the month of November, they're a little exciting this time around. Not as many recycled Pokemon. So first we have Inkay, going from November 3rd to the 9th, and that can be shiny. The rule is if it can be shiny in the wild, it can be shiny as a Dynamax Pokemon. That is the rule for this. Inkay is shiny in the wild, so it will be shiny when it debuts. November 3rd to the 9th, then we have Ralts, which also can be shiny, famous for its Community Day and Community Day Classic. November 10th to the 16th, and we've got both forms of Toxtricity finally outside of a live in-person event coming to the game in a normal format from November 17th to the 23rd. Then we've got Eevee, November 24th to November 30th. And remember that Eevee has a Gigantamax version as well. So maybe this is a forecast into the future. Maybe we will be getting Gigantamax Eevee at some point soon. That would be cool. And then we have Darumaka December 1st to the 7th, and that one of course is a return. Also, max battles will be featured in a Max Monday where every power spot features that one featured Pokemon from 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday. Then we have 5-star raids, which involves a raid hour every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. From November 4th to the 11th, we have the legendary beasts. We have Raikou, Entei, and Suicune in raid battles at the same time. Then November 18th to the 25th, we have the return of Heatran. And then November 25th to December 2nd, we have the Swords of Justice, probably rounding out the Keldeo storyline. That's Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. So there's a lot as far as legendary raids and mega raids as well. We have for mega raids November 4th to the 11th, we have Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir, and Mega Heracross. We have those 3 dynamic bug Pokemon. November 11th to November 18th, we have Mega Tyranitar and Mega Altaria. November 18th to November 25th, we have Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric. And then November 25th to December 2nd, we have Mega Aerodactyl, Medicham, and Garchomp. It's pretty cool that they're releasing a bunch at once, because I think that they're maybe starting to feel that the community is a little bored of mega raids. At least that's my feeling, I'm not totally sure. And of course, there is a shiny rate of about 1 in 64 for those Pokemon when doing those raids. So for the Spotlight Hours, we have 4 solid Spotlight Hours this month. On November 4th, for 2 times Transfer Candy, we have Weedle. On November 11th, we have 2 times Evolution XP for Morlul, and then November 18th, 2 times Catch Stardust with Sableye, and that's a really good one because Sableye's Stardust count is already really high. Then on November 25th, we have 2 times Catch XP for Scraggy, and of course those are going to be featured from 6 to 7 p.m. every Tuesday. The Shadow Pokemon taking over Shadow Legendary Raids. Latios is moving out and Latios is moving in, and it can be shiny. Not sure if it's going to be during the weekdays as well, like Latias was this last month. I will welcome it. That was a great thing. It made it way more accessible. But at the very least, it's going to be showing up on Saturdays and Sundays, and I'm gonna guess during the weekdays as well. Then for events going on this month, from November 4th to the 9th, we have the event Enchanted Hollow, which is going to be featuring the debut of Tarantula. Don't know how to pronounce that, so forgive me. And Spidops. Brand new Pokemon to the game, that's pretty fun. We also got shiny increases for Paris and Stantler. We've got some good raid Pokemon, and then we got some good research stuff going on. We got Paris, Stantler, Cottony, Petilil, Drampa. So it seems like a pretty solid event. You know, it's not going to be as exciting as the Halloween event that we're just coming off of, but it's a good, solid start to the beginning of the month. Then we have our second event of the month, and that's the Into the Wild event. And essentially that's kind of the precursor to the Wild Area event. So it kind of eases us into that, and that's going to be from November 10th to the 14th. Event bonuses are going to be a remote raid limit of 30 from Monday, November 10th to the 14th, and then that weekend when the Wild Area event happens, there's no remote raid limit. So that's pretty exciting. November 10th to the 14th, you can also use a charge TM to forget frustration, and you'll get special event stickers from Pokestops and gifts. It's pretty cool. There's going to be a new special background. There's going to be a ticket that you can purchase. There's going to be a Go Pass that you can also get, and the deluxe version does have a silver bottle cap, which helps you increase one of the 3 stats of any Pokemon of your choosing, except for a Shadow Pokemon. So that is cool. It's also going to feature a Shadow Darkrai in there. We'll get a little more into the pass in a bit. The spawns are going to be some of the same spawns that the Wild Area event's going to have that weekend, but Into the Wild is going to feature Alolan Rattata, Sableye, Carvanha, Purloin, Cottony, Scraggy, Spritzee, Swirlix, Carbink, Nickit, and Fido. In raids, you will have Lugia and Ho-Oh as their shadow forms, which is real fun. That's going to be on Monday, November 10th. Tuesday, November 11th, we'll have Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele. Wednesday, November 12th, we'll have Duskmane Necrozma. And Thursday, November 13th, we'll have Tapu Bulu and Tapu Fini. And then finally, on Friday, November 14th, you'll have Dawn Wings Necrozma in raids. For max battles, the following Pokemon will be featured. In 1-star, you'll have Ralts. 3-star, you'll have Sableye. 4-star, you'll have Toxtricity, Amped, and Low-Key form. And there's also going to be some special moves that are going to be featured for Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Tapu Fini. They're all going to have Nature's Madness. It's not none of them are really that meta relevant. But I believe Tapu Fini is still pretty solid in Ultra League. So I think Tapu Lele makes some moves as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the Into the Wild Go Pass. Okay, offered from Monday, November 10th until Sunday, November 16th, and it ends at 6 p.m. local time, not 8 p.m., which is the normal event ending time for a lot of these events. 6 p.m., which is when the Wild Area event ends, then the whole Go Pass will go away. So make sure you claim everything before 6 p.m. Okay, so features. The deluxe version will be $15, but of course there is going to be a free version as well that will offer lots of different things. So let's see. So yeah, if you get the free version, you'll have an encounter with Cresselia. You'll have a Go Wild Area 2025 t-shirt avatar item. Stardust, XP, Pokeballs, candy, and blah blah blah. Even more goodies. That's all it's saying for right now. And then the deluxe version, you get the silver bottle cap, which can be used to max 1 stat, attack, defense, or HP on any Pokemon via hyper training. Again, you can't do Shadow Pokemon. You have an encounter with Shadow Darkrai, the Grimmsnarl hairstyle for your avatar, which I imagine won't be that flattering, but that'd be kind of funny to see. You'll get premium items such as incense, lucky egg, and incubators, and more. Candy XL, and even more goodies. There's major milestone bonuses. On rank 15, you get 2 times incense duration. Rank 30, you get 5,000 additional XP for completed raids and 5,000 additional XP for completed max battles. Rank 45, you have +1 candy and candy XL from raids and max battles. Pretty cool. The silver bottle cap, I'm not sure what I'm going to use that on. I have so many shiny 98 Pokemon that I would love to use it on, but part of me thinks that like a shiny 98 is still really good, and for it to have the little dumbbell icon next to the stat that I'm increasing feels like it takes away the notoriety of his shiny 98. Of course it makes it a shundo, but it is a fixed shundo. So I have to think if I want to use it on something that has a way lower stat in 215s. I don't know, I have a shiny Xerneas I want to use it on. Anyway, it's a dilemma. It truly is a dilemma, but it's a fun one. And I'm excited to get that silver bottle cap and start to use it. The silver bottle cap is an exciting one-time use item that you can earn by completing Go Pass Deluxe into the wild. You can use it to start hyper training with one of your Pokemon, so long as they're good, buddy, or higher. Sorry, I just hit the camera. When selecting a trainee, you'll be able to choose which stat you'd like to train. Silver bottle caps are extremely rare, and obtaining one is a special occasion. The silver bottle cap earned from Go Pass Deluxe will expire on Monday, November 24th at 11:59 p.m. regardless of when you claimed it, so remember to use it. Very important. Every bottle cap so far in the game, the golden one and the silver one, will have an expiration date. So make sure you use it and select. We'll come back to the wild area event. I'd like to go through the rest of the events of the month. We've also got the November Go Pass, which is going from Tuesday, November 4th at 10 a.m. until Tuesday, December 2nd at 10 a.m. And for this, the encounter is going to be Virizion with the background. That's if you get the free version. If you get the deluxe version and pay the $7.99, then you can go ahead and also get, on purpose, a lucky trinket, because last month they kind of accidentally promised it, but they didn't have it in there, and then they added it. I don't know, it was very strange, but this month it's definitely going to be in there, so we can look forward to that. November 18th to the 22nd, we have an event called High Voltage. Obviously, probably something to do with featuring electric type Pokemon. Hold on just a second. Let's pause this video on my beautiful mug because details have actually come out since filming this video. The High Voltage event will be featuring the debut of Morpeko in its shiny variant. Also, Emolga, Dedenne, and Togedemaru will have their shiny rates increased in the wild. So that is pretty worth it to play this one. Anyway, back to the video. November 21st to the 24th, we have Dynamax Max Battle Weekend. We also have one November 29th to the 30th. And right in the middle of there, we have the Final Justice event, which obviously has to do with Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion, and Keldeo as the fourth Sword of Justice. And it's going to round out that research. So the Final Justice event, 25th to the 30th of November, is going to be happening. It should be pretty exciting. We'll probably get that second form of Keldeo in that. But again, Dynamax Max Battle Weekend on November 21st to the 24th and November 29th to the 30th. There's lots of speculation and guesses and leaks, but we don't discuss those unless it's official. And then we have November Community Day. Did they announce what that is? November Community Day, November 30th. Yeah, we do not have an announcement for what Pokemon that is yet. Okay, last one, I promise. The Community Day for November 30th has been announced and is going to be Pikipek, which, if you don't know, actually has a really nice shiny, so it's going to be worth it to play. And anyway, back to the video. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Wild Area event global. Of course, there is the in-person event in Nagasaki, but most of you are going to be very interested in the global event, so let's talk about that. It's going to go from Saturday, November 15th at 10 a.m. until Sunday, November 16th at 6 p.m. And that is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. So it's not going to be operating after the hours of 6 p.m. until 10 a.m. It's always going to be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. So first of all, if you want your ticket, is $11.99 USD equivalent in your local currency. And if you get it from the web store, you get a Flower Crown avatar item. So, you know, why not? I mean, you're getting it for free if you do it in the web store. I recommend doing that. Okay, so the general bonuses. So you can actually play this game for free. It's just going to be a little bit different for you. There's the general bonuses, and then there is a ticketed bonuses. So general bonuses are up to 3 free raid passes per day, daily max particle collection limit of 1,600, and 3 ghost snapshot surprise event encounters per day. For ticketed bonuses, you get increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. That's why we do this. We got the daily max particle collection limit increased to 3,200. Wish it was still 5,600 like previous events, but 3,200. Increased max particles from power spots and exploration, and 3/4 max particle cost for unlocking and powering up max moves, up to 6 free raid passes per day, 2 times candy for catching Pokemon, increased chance of 5-kilometer eggs, half-hatch distance, lure modules will last for 2 hours, and 6 ghost snapshot surprise event encounters per day. All day ticketed bonuses up to 6 special trades per day, so this will go on past the hours of 10 and 6 p.m. So from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. on both days, up to 6 special trades per day and half Stardust cost for trades. Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, a dark and fairy type Pokemon, is going to be making its debut during this event. It's what the event is modeling itself after, because it's going to be a dark and fairy type spawn event. So Grimmsnarl is the focal point of this event, and the Gigantamax looks very scary to me. He looks almost as predatory as the Gigantamax Machamp, if you ask me. And it's going to be in 6-star max battles appearing during the event both days. Also, its pre-evolved form Impidimp will be appearing in 5-kilometer eggs, and it can be shiny, and so can the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. That whole line will be able to be shiny during this event, and it's a really cool shiny form. Shadow Darkrai you'll get from Team Go Rocket, and it can be shiny, and so can Cresselia. They're at it again. Team Go Rocket is venturing into the Go Wild area this year, and they've brought Shadow Darkrai with them for the first time in Pokemon Go. On Saturday, Shadow Cresselia will appear in Shadow Raids. On Sunday, Shadow Darkrai will appear in Shadow Raids. Plus, you can encounter Shadow, Shiny, Cresselia, and Darkrai if you're lucky. So that's going to be about a 1 in 20 shiny rate. Very excited for that. I'm going to go really hard for that. That's going to be a really good one. We also have Beware appearing in a costume. He has like some kind of scarf on or something, some kind of like funny little suit. But anyway, that's one cool thing. But the best part of Wild Area, in my opinion, is Mighty Pokemon. So here's what makes a Pokemon a Mighty Pokemon. They're more likely to have high attack, defense, and HP. More likely to be XL or XXL, more difficult to capture, and encounters will show the 3 exclamation marks, meaning you need to catch it with a Safari Ball. You get a certain number of Safari Balls for playing the game. If you're a ticketed player, obviously you get more, and they make Pokemon way easier to catch. And you can use them on the regular encounters as well, but I highly recommend saving them for Mighty Pokemon. All those Mighty Pokemon stats mixed with the fact that there's a heightened shiny rate for these Pokemon means that your opportunity to get a Shundo of certain Pokemon, these Mighty Pokemon, is really high. I got a Shundo Mighty Venusaur last year. One of the 3 highlights of the year last year. Very, very cool. Let's go and talk about what the Mighty Pokemon are going to be for each day. Saturday, we have Wigglytuff, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Golurk, Hatterene, Obstagoon, and Meowscarada. Already, that group is way better than the group from last year. Sunday Mighty Pokemon are going to be Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Weezing, Granbull, Houndoom, Gardevoir, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Drapion, and Weavile. So cool. And available both days via Incense for all trainers. Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Garchomp, Drapion, Weavile, Hatterene, and Meowscarada. My gosh, that is so cool. It's just gonna be so much fun. They are rarer. They're not like a typical spawn. They're definitely going to be rarer in the wild for you. There's also going to be several shiny debuts. We have Unknown W coming to Pokemon Go shiny. We have Hatenna, Hattrem, and Hatterene coming to Pokemon Go shiny. And then we have the Impidimp, Morgrem, and Grimmsnarl line coming to Pokemon Go shiny. And all of these shinies are great. I'm very excited for all of them. I hope I get all of them. You'll be able to choose between being a dark detective or a fairy fanatic. And it's you earn your type-themed event medal and new special research. During Pokemon Go Wild Area Global, trainers will be able to embark on a branch special research story, allowing you to research dark and fairy type Pokemon. The path you pick will determine certain rewards and bonuses, so choose carefully. Of course, you won't be able to know the exact bonuses until you're in it, but just basically choose your favorite type, I guess. Trainers who choose the dark type path will receive the following bonuses upon earning the Dark Detective Medal. 1 additional Candy XL reward for catching dark type mighty Pokemon. Additional 1,000 Stardust for catching dark type mighty Pokemon. If you choose Fairy, you'll receive the following bonuses upon earning the Fairy Fanatic Medal. 1 additional Candy XL for catching Fairy type mighty Pokemon, and additional 1,000 Stardust for catching Fairy type mighty Pokemon. So those are a few of the bonuses. There's going to be some more stuff through the special research that you'll be able to claim. And these bonuses will be active upon claiming your type-themed in-game medal, and they will expire at the end of the Pokemon Go Wild Area Global event Sunday at 6 p.m. local time. If you're a ticket-holding trainer attending Pokemon Go Wild Area Nagasaki, you'll get the chance to collect both type-themed badges as a part of your special event research, so that's pretty fun. Also, there's going to be a new special background for this event, which I'm very excited about. It looks very cool, for completing max battles and raids. So in max battles and raids, you have the chance at getting this really nifty special background. The background thing has really shaken everything up. I knew it would. It's just another reason to keep raiding for certain Pokemon. So yeah, there's also going to be more Pokemon found on routes. It doesn't say which ones yet. And there's going to be something called Go Wild Area Supply Balloons. Look to the skies, a supply balloon giving Go Safari Balls will appear hourly during event hours for ticket holding trainers. So that's pretty cool. And there's going to be a future update to Pokemon Home transfers, and the future trainers will be able to send Pokemon Cotton Go Safari Balls to Pokemon Home, so that's pretty cool if you're a big collector. And then also finally, there's going to be the regular spawns. So during the lurking dark hours, which will happen it'll alternate with the fairy hour. You've got Alolan Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Ghastly, Hoot, Murkrow, Sneasel, Houndour, Poochyena, Galarian Zigzagoon, Seedot, Nincada, Cacnea, Kricketot, Stunky, Skorupi, Scraggy, Zorua, Fungus, Dino, Inkay, Phantump, Impidimp, and Dreepy. That's a lot. That's a lot of spawns. That's more than normal. So pretty cool. In the Fanciful Fairy Hour, the second hour that alternates with the Dark Hour, you've got Clefairy, Alolan Vulpix, Jigglypuff, Galarian Ponyta, Chansey, Togetic, Marill, Snubbull, Ralts, Skitty, Swablu, Phoebus, Cherubi, Audino, Cottony, Esper, Dedenne, Klefki, Poplio, Cutiefly, Hatena, Impidimp, and Smoliv. And then of course we have the mighty Pokemon as well, which I briefly mentioned. You'll also, if you have a ticket, you will get Unknown on your incense. That's the only way to get Unknown, is through the incense if you have a ticket, and which means that you'll only be able to get that shiny Unknown W, that debut, is if you have that ticket. And then you'll also be able to get Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf on incense as well, which is fun. And then in 5-kilometer eggs, we have Mime Jr., Sandile, Pawniard, Carbink, Impidimp, and Tinkatink. All of them can be shiny except for Tinkatink. We have Beware appearing in 3-star raids. We'll have field research tasks. We'll have ticket holder exclusive special research. And also there'll be some exclusive moves available for some of these mighty Pokemon. Wild Charge for Galarian Rapidash, Synchronoise for Gardevoir, which is not a very good move for Gardevoir, just saying. Brutal Swing for Absol, Earth Power for Garchomp, and Drain Punch for Beware. So basically, the Community Day Pokemon are getting their exclusive moves back. So kind of cool. There's going to be some avatar poses, avatar items, and that stuff is less exciting than the spawns and the mighty Pokemon. But there's a lot going on in November. Fret not about Halloween being over, because now we have Wild Area coming up. It's gonna be a very exciting time. I hope you guys are excited. I will see you out in the field. I will be spending Wild Area Global in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're around, I'll probably be at Piedmont Park. Say hi, and I'll see you out in the field. Bye.